began to notice that he had problems from school and that he was disappearing from school. And in fact, one day the school rang with a whole list of 16 days where he hadn't been there at all. The school hadn't called, which is surprising, and we didn't know where he'd been. Sometimes he'd been coming back into the house, breaking back into the house while everyone was out, and sometimes we just didn't know where he was. Gradually, I began to notice that, he was depressed. He was eventually diagnosed with clinical depression. And I know that psychologists argue about whether this should be called addiction or not, that they talk about the three big addictions being drink, drugs and nicotine, and that's because they have a physiological impact upon the person. And so there's some argument that gaming addiction is somehow not quite as serious. But actually, I don't care what it's called, it's very damaging because kids can play it for 16, 17, 18 hours a day and it has all sorts of repercussions.